The Super Mario Bros. Movie is only a few days from releasing into theaters, and I thought it'd be fun to take a look back when it was nothing but rumors, to the point where it's now a reality. So put on your Mario caps and get ready to be stomping on minions, and let's warp back into the past. In 2016, Nintendo was going through a financial downturn, which led them to explore out ways to leverage on their brand beyond just video games. This new goal consisted of reaching out to a broader audience and to be known as more than just a video game and hardware company. Basically, they wanted to become as recognizable as Disney, and Mario was going to be their Mickey Mouse. Part of this new strategy involved making games for smartphones, opening theme park attractions, and even film production? Ooh, tell me more. Japanese newspaper Asahi Shimbun reported on these topics in May of 2016. In an interview with then president of Nintendo, Tatsumi Kimishima, he stated that the company was in talks with several movie studios to make movies based on their IPs. Of course, when you bring up movies based on Nintendo, you gotta bring up the 1993 classic, right? During the interview, Kimishima was asked if this meant for another live-action film, to which he responded with, Nah, I think we're good, man. Nah, we're not doing that. He also said that if they do end up collaborating with the studio, they would make sure to have as much control over the project in order to not repeat past mistakes. To some people, it wouldn't be surprising if Nintendo did end up just working with Universal Studios, as it just so happens that last year in 2015, the company announced a partnership with Universal Parks and Resorts to create a theme park based around Nintendo properties. This segues perfectly into the new year because in November of 2017, word got out that Illumination Entertainment and Nintendo were in the talks to produce a Mario movie. This was exciting. A movie based on Mario was a dream come true. There was just one slight problem, and it had to do with a little company known for their annoying yellow moneymakers.
I don't think it's gonna work. Trust me.
In January of 2018, the deal had been sealed. Nintendo had officially tweeted out that a Mario movie is now in the works in collaboration with Illumination Entertainment. I know. On the one hand, this was surreal to me. This was exciting. It's like a dream come true. The only problem being Illumination. The studio behind such hit animated films just didn't sit well with people. Production hasn't even started, and we were already disappointed. Seems like not even Mario is safe from the curse of video game adaptations. There are many reasons that contribute to Illumination's poor reputation, one of which is the studio's inability to prioritize quality films. They rather focus on creating reliable successes instead of pushing the boundaries of storytelling and animation. As a result, it is often criticized for producing formulaic films that lack depth and originality.
Why would you do this to us?
Well, remember the partnership back in 2015? Apparently, Miyamoto was introduced to Chris Meledandri, aka the CEO and founder of Illumination Entertainment. Chris must have heard the news that Nintendo was open to making movies, and you bet he wanted to get on Miyamoto's good side. They both met, went out for a couple of drinks that night, and discussed in working on a project together someday. In a recent Q&A with Miyamoto, he explains, "When I talked with Chris, he said he had read a lot of interviews with me and felt we had similar approach to creation. Talking about our similarities, we clicked and decided maybe we should do some kind of collaboration." Damn. Chris really wanted those rights, huh? Then again, Nintendo probably wanted a piece of that box office pie. In November of that year, Chris shed a bit more light on the project. In an interview with Variety, he said that the Super Mario movie is in priority development, and explained how he and his team were working closely with Miyamoto. His reasoning being that part of what made the 1993 movie fail is that it didn't involve any of the game creators. He said, "We are keeping him front and center in the creation of this film. I've rarely seen that happen with any adaptation where the original creative voice is being embraced like we are embracing Miyamoto. There's history in Hollywood of people believing that they know better than the people responsible for a property. I've made that mistake before." God damn, he's got me there. I can kinda see why you like him. This reinforced the fact that Nintendo and Miyamoto were indeed keeping a close eye on the project, just as Kimishima promised. Maybe there will be a light by the end of this tunnel. 2019 was a slow year for news covering the movie. The best we got was a confirmation from a release window from Nintendo's financial results briefing, stating that development for the Super Mario movie is moving along for an anticipated theatrical release around 2022. Ooh, we have a release window. Oh, it's an article reporting that the Mario movie is moving along smoothly. Well, that's nice.
No!
In August of 2021, a user by the name of Mevin's Odyssey on Twitter shared a screen capture from an animator's LinkedIn profile showing that the Mario movie was being directed by two people, Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelinek, who are best known for creating the animated TV series Teen Titans Go. I know. So now we have a studio that makes uncreative animated movies, but now also joining the team are the duo responsible for creating one of the most controversial animated TV shows on Cartoon Network. Ah, this movie's gonna suck, isn't it? Around the same month, comedian Sebastian Maniscalco, featured on the Birdcast, claimed to be the voice of Spike in the Mario movie.
I'm in the movie Super Mario Brothers, an animated movie. So I'm playing Spike, their boss.
Spike? As in four-man Spike? From Wrecking Crew? Interesting. Later that year, a Nintendo Direct was announced for the 23rd of September. Oh man, this was going to be the Direct that would change everything. 30 minutes in, Miyamoto swoops in and takes over the show. And he's like, yo, I got an announcement to make. It's about that Mario movie thing. I'm like, holy crap, it's happening. And he goes, ready? Behold, the cast for the Super Mario Brothers movie. Oh man, this is going to be... I know.
First, of course, is Mario.
What's happening? I thought Nintendo had control over this. Are they keeping Miyamoto hostage? Blink twice if you need help. The producers did it again, huh? They don't trust their audience to go watch a movie based on a very popular video game. No, they have to bring the Hollywood names to attract more people. This is all your fault, isn't it? After letting it sink in for a bit, the cast seemed interesting. Charlie Day as Luigi? Yeah, that could work. He's got the voice. Seth Rogen as DK? Blech. Jack Black as Bowser? Yes. I had faith in this one. First we get Jim Carrey as Eggman, and now Jack Black as Bowser? I'll take it. I trust him. Sometime later, Pratt uploaded a video on his Instagram, and to celebrate, he decided to troll us with a sneak peek of how he would sound like as Mario.
It's a Mario. That's not the voice.
Yeah. It better not be. Lastly, that year, in a Q&A session during a financial results meeting, it was revealed that the Super Mario film is pretty much done, and despite the backlash from the casting announcement, they were still feeling pretty optimistic about it. But it's just PR talk. They're not gonna badmouth their own project. Hey, at least all we gotta do is wait a couple of months, since it's pretty much finished, right? Yeah, about that. In April of 2022, Nintendo announced via Twitter that the movie was getting delayed to spring of 2023. No, wait, no, we know this is good. This is good, right? Because this is all part of Miyamoto's philosophy, right? How did that quote go again? A delayed movie is eventually good. A bad movie voiced by Chris Pratt is forever bad. Something along those lines, right? Finally, though, after months of speculation, on the 22nd of September, the New York Comic Con Twitter account had an announcement to make, saying that on October 6th, a teaser trailer would finally be shown to the public. This felt bizarre. We already knew this was happening, but this wasn't just another piece of information, no. We were about to witness actual footage from the movie. I was psyched. With the day approaching, Nintendo announced a dedicated Nintendo Direct for this trailer. Included on this tweet was our first look at a poster for the movie, and oh my god, it's beautiful! I couldn't believe it. We are actually getting a movie, and this poster looked very promising. I was so anxious, I probably had trouble sleeping that night. Only hours before the first teaser dropped, a McDonald's employee thought it was a great idea to put his job on the line by leaking images of Mario's design for the movie. People were mostly mixed on it. It had an uncanny look to it. I personally wasn't a big fan. Oh no, what happened to his arms? What's wrong with his proportions? Maybe it's just a weird angle from the camera. It's gonna look better in motion, right? And even more images started leaking after that, giving us our first look at Peach and Toad. And they look fine, but why did Mario look weird? Now I'm even more scared for tomorrow. The next morning, we woke up with anticipation. Expecting the least from this movie, we were in for a surprise. Everyone's jaw dropped. Wow. This looks amazing. Illumination made this? It's all visually stunning. The characters look like their original counterparts. Bowser looks like Bowser. Jack Black? Oh, Jack Black, I knew I could count on you, you son of a gun. Hey, wait, hold on, there's more. Holy shit, it's Mario. Good. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come!
Ah, damn it. It sounds like Pratt. This trailer changed everyone's perspective on the movie. It threw most of the skepticism out of the window to flat out thinking, you know what? This might actually be good. Look at the setting, the aesthetic. Mario actually looks pretty damn good. This teaser was generally well received, except for Pratt's performance. It sounded a bit too similar to his normal voice, and it didn't help that throughout the process, before revealing the initial trailer, he was hyping it up. There were articles reporting on how the producers were saying his voice is phenomenal, and Pratt himself in an interview with Variety stated that it was unlike anything you've ever heard before.
It's a me, a Mario. That's not the voice.
Despite all this trailer blew everyone's minds, and we couldn't wait to see more of it. To me though, I saw this as an absolute win. This proved that Nintendo did in fact kept an eye on the project. One trailer was already being more faithful to the games than any other video game adaptation. I'm sold. I'm done. I'm out. I'm happy. I'm good. Just give me the movie. Remember how the movie was supposed to come out during this time of the year? Well, they might have delayed the film, but not the McDonald's contract, so they started releasing Happy Meal toys that were planned to be released along the movie. The biggest leak showing a new character, being this Luma. On November 28th, Nintendo announced another dedicated direct for a first look at the second trailer. Included with this tweet, there was a poster of a reimagined take on the stained glass of Princess Peach, hinting that we might see the princess on this trailer. But just hours before the trailer, it happened again. Out of nowhere, tons of promotional art was being leaked all over Twitter. Was it a marketing stunt? Who can tell? But the most important poster out of all these was this one with the brothers standing in front of their plumbing band. This kinda confirmed that they were aiming for an origin story. And wait, hold on! Zoom into that corner. Enhance. Is that Pauline? God damn, they're going hard with the Easter eggs. The next morning, we woke up to the showing of a new trailer, and man, it really changed everyone's expectations. 2 trailers in, and there were no signs of toilet humor, pop music, or cringe comedy. Well, aside from this one, I guess. This trailer gave us a better idea of what to expect from the entire film. It gave us a good sense of its tone and what it had to offer. Everything we've seen so far looked and felt true to the games. It seemed to have something for everyone who's ever played a Mario game in their life. And I was loving it. Fast forward to December at the Game Awards of 2022. Keegan-Michael walks up on stage to promote the film with the showing of a clip from the movie.
World premiere.
This was probably my favorite sneak peek out of everything we've seen so far. Because it wasn't just another trailer, it was an actual moment taken from within the film. And I remember just sitting there, watching it, picturing myself as if I was just casually watching it one day through Netflix. And I couldn't believe this was real. Everything felt so natural, and every shot is filled to the brim with Easter eggs. It's honestly a bit overwhelming. I couldn't stop pointing at the screen being hyped about the smallest detail. I legit don't know how I'm going to survive this movie. I'll be dead by the end of the film, probably because I was geeking too hard. And I haven't even mentioned at how good the score is sounding like. My god, was it so hard for Hollywood to use iconic music from the games? Take notes, Paramount. I won't live and learn by the 3rd Sonic movie. You got some new standards to live up to. The marketing phase had begun, and if there's something that Illumination is also known for, is at how much they invest in advertising, to the point where every product you're using is a minion. Though so far, I've only seen them go for toy merchandise and not toothbrushes. Yet. But we gotta give credit to the marketing department for giving us probably the best marketing campaign released for a video game movie. Because on February 12th, the Super Bowl played an ad for the Mario Brothers Plumbing Services, featuring a rendition of the Mario rap. Like, dude, how many references you want in this movie? Yes. Not to mention, the end of the advert led to an actual website you could interact with. and a real phone number you could call. And on the streets of Brooklyn, you could find actual flyers from their plumbing services. They really just knocked it out of the park with this one. They know what they're doing. It's not just a movie aimed at little kids, no, it's for everyone who's grown attached to the Red Plumber's world. And to make up for the delay, they announced that the movie was coming out sooner than before. And on February 22nd, it was announced that the final trailer would premiere just in time for Mario Day. By this point, I didn't want to watch any more trailers. I got a good idea of what I was getting into, and I wanted to be surprised. Final trailers tend to show a little bit too much. I tuned in to watch anyway. This was a hype trailer, and it was working. By now, everyone is fully on board for this movie. I gotta say it, Illumination, they really outdone themselves this time. And I think with this final trailer, we've covered everything. All that is left to do is for us to go buy our ticket and watch the movie. Man, what a journey. We went from thinking this was already ruined from the moment Illumination stepped in, and now it's one of the most anticipated animated films for this year. And honestly, as a longtime Mario fan, I couldn't be happier. Yeah, that's right. I'm excited for this movie, and I'm tired of pretending that I'm not. Look, I'm not saying that this will be a groundbreaking movie or that it will have the most mind-blowing story of all. Nah, no matches. I'm just happy that one of my favorite iconic video game characters of all time is getting a movie and is actually being done right. Heck, even Chris Pratt's voice is kind of starting to grow on me a little. No, I don't think it's perfect. I still cringe when I hear him deliver Mario's iconic lines like, "Let's go, Mamma Mia." Whatever the case may be, this movie looks like it'll be a lot of fun to watch. So, what did we learn today? That this is only the beginning. Nintendo will keep producing more films based on their IPs. I wouldn't be surprised if there was already a sequel being planned out. And if it does well, which I'm sure it will, who knows? We might actually have a Zelda film in the future. But guys, that is it for this video. This was fun. I'll see you guys next year.